Hey yo, alright, we're back. Part two. This shit's gonna be over 2 hours. I need to get through this faster, but we're chilling, we're chilling. No rush. Oh, this rally. Okay, what did I get to? Boom. We can. Brian rushes in. James hits it instead because he's right there. Good right line shot. Danny has to run off court all the way in the back. My bad, Danny. James takes the setup, went to his right hip, kills it in middle. Good shot. Brian's kind of blocking me off, walling me off, so I do a little lunge, ninja shit. Tap it back any way I can. Brian's weak hand catches me off position, and I should have known. I mean, Danny's not doing anything right now, so maybe I thought Danny was covering right corner. Stupid of me, so I should have let him have it because he should be in the back. But I take it. Weak ass shot. And James goes for a good left line shot. So these shots are really good because James hits it hard. So once I even realize where he's hitting it, it already bounced off the wall right in front of me, and it's going this way. So I would have to leap or fly to the left side and hit it. It would be a weak return because I have to take like multiple steps just to get to the ball. I think we call it out. That's basically just a power shot out of my range. We argue. Brian hits it out. Let's see what happens. So I return it James's left hand. He returns it similar to last round. Keep Danny in the back. It's to his right hand though, main hand. Not a good lob or anything. Danny smashes it to Brian's right. Brian's not ready. Brian, you gotta work on your underhand. Middle serve. No, you couldn't, James. You couldn't have gotten that. Okay, play by play. Danny lobs it left line. Brian, textbook player, step to the left instead of hitting it with your left, hit it with your right. Coming right to me. Jam it down the middle. Brian's on the opposite side. Power player is on my left. I jam it right. James is up there. James's move is right line. Danny goes right line. Hits it around me, so Brian has to look past two guys and it lands to my left. Now he sees the ball. Hits a pretty hard haymaker, but it's right to my right hand. Yeah, it's a little bit in front of me. I don't want to step back and lose my position on the court. So I lean a little bit forward. Not exactly a setup. I tap back to the wall. Brian hits it on the opposite side of his opponent. So his left, I'm on the right, he hits it on the left. Very smart textbook shot. Now I have to go around him and hit it. Luckily I was watching, so I know exactly where it is. And I see him on a wide stance. I jam it right to his dick. He's like, oh shit, my dick. So yeah, he tries to take a quick step, but not too quick in 2021, Brian. So this is a good shot. The side shots, the opposite side shots, good shots. But I'm watching from because I'm kind of behind him a little bit, and I can see he has a wide stance. It's not too hard of a shot from my left, and I just jam it. Um, in the back, it's I can't go for any kills. That's why it's a good shot. I'm in the back. I can't go for any kills. It's to my weak hand. I can't really lob it with my weak hand. I'm not that good. So I do have power though, and I see him in a wide stance. So that's what I go for. Jam shots, especially with players like with a case like this when Brian's standing so far up, close to the wall. If I jam it to James, he's ready. Um, yeah, jam it to Brian. He's very far up. His feet were stuck in mud. I shouldn't take so much time for each round. Middle serve. Danny steps up. Hits it to the middle. Not exactly where I am. I have to take a step. Left line. Left corner. Just power. Ooh, too much power for Brian. So good. So good. I serve it to James. Not too far on right line so Danny can step in. James lobs it middle. Set up for me, kind of. I have to overhand punish him, so he's James is kind of thinking middle or right. He should be thinking right because Brian should get middle. As per the law of Taiwan, Cook, weak side always goes right, but we're stubborn in 2021. I say get over there, and he does. Brian returns it to Danny's right. No bueno, no bueno. 4-9. Danny doesn't go for it. I think right. And this time, Danny doesn't trust his left, and he like wants me to go for it. But the whole time I'm thinking, just practice it. I mean, I could run over and take your left, but I'm all about the philosophy of if it doesn't work, practice it until it works. Like I shouldn't have to um, like run away from my left corner to cover up holes. Just practice it. Cover up those holes over time. Left corner. Hits it to my right hand. I jam. James in the back watching. Lob. I basically hit it right to James. I should have hit it right line because it just so happens James was covering middle. So came right to him. He lobs it. I should go for it because I'm power side. I'm in middle. It's not too far on the right, but I'm lazy. I'm a bad player. Too tall for me. Oh, block ball. to my left. Brian goes for corner and misses. But let's talk about the cross corner, cross court serve. So James is on right side. He's serving to my left. The ball travels from right to left the entire court. Let's watch Brian. Is he able to step in? Not too much. He has to watch me. He didn't walk all the way. So he could be here, but based on the serve, he's here. And in higher level, I mean, yeah. If my left was like A player level, I could have punished. If Brian was here, I could have hit it here. It's just better to serve in middle. So both players are in the middle and both players are up front for James's and Brian's team. Cross court serves are a little risky, but we can't punish it right now. So it's a okay serve. Checkmate. Danny does his slice. Goes to left line and textbook. If I could get a dime every time I say this. Walk to the left. He's kind of walking backwards, so not fast enough. He taps it back with his left hand. I see a drop shot. Very, very poor return. I go attack. James ready for it. He's coming to his right hand. A little low, so he jams it down middle. Danny goes to protect. He's in the back. I just smash it back. I smash it middle, and Brian goes for the opportunity of a kill. He goes for a kill middle, and it's not too low, which is it's a really bad shot because it's to his left side and I'm already left. So yeah, he should have gone right left corner kill. Middle kill, it'd have to be a roller. I'm right there. So middle kill, not low. It's basically right in front of me, and it gives, in terms of chess moves, it gives me the opportunity to hit it so that he's on the opposite side of the ball. I hit it left and he can't get around me. Danny plays really far in the back, so anywhere right corner probably would have been a good shot. Like right here, right corner, or in front of James. So Danny would have to walk around James. Left corner, my weak hand, but he returns it to my strong hand, so. Yo, Logan, damn. Danny is nasty. Daddy's calling go on my shot. That's standard serve, middle to Danny's right hand, but I've seen him just give these. You can see that for both Danny and I think at this stage, our left underhands were like, our feet are just completely out of position. But in 2022, we both have really good lefts, so I think we've improved. I go for a swipe. I go for a lunge swipe. Patented ninja shit. James steps in front of Danny. Smacks it with his right. Obviously to the left side. You see I don't cover left corner here. I think I trip on Brian. Oh, I just don't take a good step. I hesitate. I jump for it. Very bad setup return. Luckily, Brian hits it right back to where I was. I'm right there. Brian's really far up. What I like to do against far up players is just smash the wall. If I smash it back, they have very little time to react. James covers him. Their right line's open right now. So they did a lot of moving, and I did not want to get the ball because I'm lazy. So I say, Daddy, help. And then Danny goes into fucking B player mode, mega champ shit. Okay, so Brian misses the ball here. James returns it. Brian should not be moving. But the ball's coming right at him, so he kind of has to move and cross it. So I'm just like, fuck this. I didn't call blocks much that around this era. Damn, that was a good spike by Brian too. Props. I deserve to lose that round. Good shit, Danny. Middle serve. Payback. Payback 1-for-1. So right to Danny's right hand. And Brian's thinking left corner because it's a setup for Danny's right hand, right? So Brian's probably thinking left corner, and in the meantime he can get in front of me. So he's going left corner. James sees that, he covers middle. It's a very good shot to my right foot. Basically where Brian isn't, where James isn't. You always want to hit it away from your opponent so they can't get the ball. James hustles for it to get it back to the wall. Danny has a tap shot with his left hand, drop shot. Brian goes all the way around me because James for some reason thinks he's a god and he's in the middle taking all the real estate. And Brian still gets it. Weak return. Set up. Fuck out of here. Why is James running all over the place, to be honest? He's just covering Brian. That's my favorite shot of the game. I love seeing James miss. Strong serve. Left line. Where's your left at, Brian? Okay, not bad. But it's to my right hand. So Brian's off court because I served him off court on left line. James is doing Taiwan Cook Law. He's going around Danny to the right because I could have gone right corner. So James is thinking, I'm protecting right corner, I'm getting in front of Danny. And I hit it where my opponents aren't. James is right, Brian's left, I go middle. Pretty low kill. James can't reach it. He did not have that, James. Good hustle. Danny calling go when it's coming right at me on power side. Okay. Cross court. Serve. Not really in the middle. So Danny's trying to walk on. But he has to stop. You See when James just returned it, Danny's not in his position on service line. He's ducking, and now he sees the ball. Weak return. Weak reaction return. Set up for James, but he's in the back. He doesn't want to go for a crazy setup kill. He'd probably have to weave it in between our bodies. I don't know why Danny's calling go. I hit a weak shot here. Oh my god. Brian's kind of set up right to his main hand. Hits it to Danny's main hand. And Danny tries to be a hero. A hero. We can return. Danny takes it set up to his main hand. Goes for a spike. Brian's there covering. And we can shot to my main hand. I should go for a kill or something. I attack it, but it's right to his main hand. I don't know why he flings his arm. That was a clear left corner shot. I think it goes out. Brian should have killed it there. Yeah, like this one. Comes to Danny's left hand. I should run over and help him, I guess. But that's not the way I think. I think Danny was looking at me like... Oh no, he wasn't. But yeah, his legs aren't in position. His underhand's a lot better now. 9-8. Boom. High shot left. I don't got those. Ooh. I return a low shot set up to his main hand. Brian's not hitting the kills today. That was more of a spike, to be honest. He didn't wait. Outside. I power it back to James's. We can. Oh no. I don't even move my feet. It was set up for me. Set up for me. I miss 2 setups in a row. I lose all my confidence. Also, I'm just like in practice mode right now. I just want to practice my left, so I'm like, fuck it. It's like, I don't want to play weak side because I want to practice. I want to play more, but I also don't want to play power side because I don't want to use my right. It's weird. James steps in. I return it real high. Brian tries for left line and hits it up. Middle serve from James. Ravi, get out of the way. I pop off. Okay. Good shot away from. Okay, let's just. So Brian takes a right overhand. Hits it to me, kind of far back. I'm going for, as a weak side player, I'm going for just returning it consistently. It's kind of set up for Brian. You see Danny's covering left corner. Brian can hit it around him and go left line. So Danny's trying to cover left line. But Brian steps to the left, takes it with his right. And since he does that, he has the angle to hit it to the right and away from Danny, which he should be doing. He hits it right here to James's left foot, where I'm not, where Danny's not. This is what you should always be looking for. Danny runs and covers. Oh, I hit a lob. He smashes it high to my left. Look at that lob. I don't want to do my left hand serves. The game is too high level. Wait, I say this is when I'm on weak side and I'm like, this is what you don't want to do. Just be getting it back to the wall for your power side to take the game. I'm practicing left underhands. My legs are out of position. We're gonna be seeing that a lot. See, Danny's pissed. He wants to take. He probably, after that, what he just saw, he probably wants to take weak side so I can play power and I can just not do shit like that. Danny's too good. Okay. I lob it back to where James wants to be. Right as he's crossing onto the court, right to his dick. So he has to take a step to the left, and then hit it with his right. So it's kind of a jam shot. He takes a safe return. James blocks it. I don't know why Danny's going for it. So my philosophy, everybody's philosophy should be, if it's on James Swong, if it's on James's right side, I should be hitting it because I'm on his right. If it lands on James's left side, it should be Danny's shot because he's on James's left. That's the like textbook handball. But Danny's a quick boy. He doesn't mind running all the way to the back and even on James's other side to hit the ball. So Brian's like, okay, you're gonna run all the way back there on the right? I'm gonna smash it left. So he goes for a left kill. Danny returned it to Brian's right, so yeah, it's a setup. He goes for a left kill. So it's more of a kill, more low than it is left. So I guess a better idea would be left line to make Danny run and be out of position, take more steps. And this kill isn't perfectly low either, so Danny just returned it no problem. Ooh. Not no problem. Didn't even have to breathe. So it's to James's right, but it's a little bit. It drops a little bit in front of him. James should have taken a step. It's a setup if he takes a step up. A very fast shot though, so James is not ready. Boom. Ooh, Danny mad. To his right hand, he takes right overhand. Straight back at you. So as James is moving up, he tries to jam him on the weak hand. James halts. And he takes a little wind up, as he should. And he catches Danny on his left line. Nice shot, nice shot. James steps to the left, takes it with his right. Textbook. A very hard shot. Fast shot. Danny takes a hip shot. So it's right down his side. Yeah, Brian, it limits your options because Danny's back is just covering the wall. So, and also it's harder to see all those side hip shots. Brian has to take it with his left hand. And he's in the back. That's why those shots are so good. We don't know what the score is. So, I did some silly shit right here, but honestly, this serve isn't too good. Right to James's right hand, and he hits it like a real man. Catches me daydreaming. I see it coming to my dick. It was actually right to my dick, and I have to I have to pull some silly shit. I'm so bad. I'm kind of sleeping this game. Backswing. Ooh. Ooh, Danny doesn't want power anymore. So he slices it. He slices it middle. He's been loving that. Brian lobs it. Danny doesn't want to hit Brian in the face, so he like taps it. Lob to his weak hand, but Brian got those. And now Danny's like, what the hell? Nice shot. Yeah, some days Danny's better on weak side. Like once he went to weak side, he just hits harder. Like in this day, I don't know why. One of the recent days too that we played like at Marine yesterday. So he jams it to Brian's right foot, and Brian has to take a step out of the way to hit it in his center. Right to Danny's hand. He goes for James's weak hand. James decides to hit it. He sees me covering middle. He hits it to Brian's left. I walk around Brian, pick it up, try to hit it hard. James takes a step, gives himself an angle. Brian's liking what he sees. Okay. This Brian 1v1 with me right here. So serves it to my weak hand. I try to spike it right side. Brian takes it instead. Smashes it back to me. So you can see their left corner is open. Their left line is open. I should be hitting it left, but it's to my weak hand. My weak hand isn't that accurate. Oh, I actually hit a pretty good shot. That's what I should be doing. And Brian sees this. He drops it in front of him because I'm behind. And you can see he like sticks his butt out. After that shot, his left leg is like intentionally trying to wall me off. I might have been able to, I'm just completely walled off. I have to lunge. I lunge. And my arm is like taking that momentum and it goes too far right. Very good shot, Brian. Danny's like, nah. Nah. Danny makes Brian move a little bit off court. Brian returns it right to my main hand. And I hit it out. So Danny's like, come on. No words. Just walk up. Power side. Right to Brian's right hand. I mean, he was taking a step left, so he's not ready for this one. It's not a setup. He stumbles, hits it to right corner. I don't know why I'm behind James. I'm not following the Taiwan Cook law. So I lunge for it. Too slow. Ooh, I got him. Nice. We won that round. Okay. So Danny, we can high left return. Slices it. This is James's shot. I don't know why Brian's stepping over half. And he doesn't even end the round. He just lobs it. So I should be hitting it left. But I am triggered by James' block shots. So James blocks and I just tap it back. Brian's right hand. You can see there's still literally no one covering left side. It's crazy. Hits it to me and immediately runs left to cover. It's the setup from my left hand. I smash it middle. James could have gotten it. Brian's already there. So smashes it to prime spot. James's right foot, and it would have gone and landed right here. And I can. It's not too high. It's not too fast. I can go for a crazy shot, maybe right corner. Obviously, opposite side of my opponent, so he would have to run around me. But that's too risky. I'm weak side. I want Danny to have the light, shine the light on Danny. So I just get it back to the wall. Good return. Weak hand. Brian's still trying to attack. Basically set up to my. So I smash left corner. Brian's ready. He's like, weak return. Let's see what you got, Tony. I show him what I got, and he's like, okay. Returns it. I dash off court to return it my right. Return it pretty strong. I could have gone anywhere here to where Brian isn't, but James is covering middle. So I jam it to Danny's right foot. Danny has to get out of the way. He could have called block, but James hustles. And hits an out shot. See, a right foot shot would have been really good. But I don't have the accuracy because I was rushing, so this probably lands right here, and Danny had to move. They still give us the point because James is too stubborn to call block. Oh. So high return with his weak hand to James's weak hand. But James says, I don't have a weak hand. Jamming middle all game. I don't understand this. James says hold it and I pause the video. What the fuck? I need some sleep. I saw Sam's shoes. Was that Sam? Come on, Brian. What is that? Danny just taps it back because I'm leaning in. I should not be leaning in. I'm greedy. James takes the angle, so he's off court. He takes the angle to the left line. Danny rushes just to get it back. Brian, come on, you're set up. Oh, left underhand. What are my feet doing? Danny's pissed. Ball on. Danny takes a step. Smashes left. Brian, we can return high. Goes to Brian's right hand. He goes for right corner spike. Yeah. Danny steps left, off court, smashes it. Looks like it's going to James's dick. A little high on the right hand. Ooh, kills it. Danny steps in front of Brian, as he should. Takes it off instinct, off reflex with his left hand. Oh. Okay. So reflex left hand. Brian is out of position. He takes a step, just returns it hard. He kind of ducks. I tap it back because I don't want to hit him. Oh. He walks all the way left, hits it with his right. It's just some jamming return. Boom, boom, boom. Hits it to my left foot. James takes it with his main hand. Oh, I blocked though. James too stubborn to call it and hits it out. Damn. I'm tired. Nice, Danny. Okay, so James lobs it to my kind of center, and I move over and hit it my right. Smash it to Brian. Brian takes a step, hits it with his right. I could take a step and try to go for a shot, but I lunge, try to take a lot of real estate, go for a setup. Smash to Brian. We can return back. So I smashed it, Brian had to weak hand and weak return. And Danny, B player instincts, kick in and he goes setup shot, makes himself a house. Very nice round standard. Hard serve, middle deep. Hits it to my main hand, high shot. So I take it off the wall and I'm smashing it left because Brian just hit it middle. In the middle all the way at the long line. So I know no one's covering left. He walks there, he takes it on the fly. So you take it on the fly here so it doesn't bounce and go even more left. So you don't have to take it with your left. And now he's in front of Danny. So it was kind of a weak return, but he trades it so he can get in front of Danny. But it goes to Danny's main hand. This is a perfect kill because no one's covering right corner. James is protecting middle because Brian left, and now he has to get around me to get to right corner. No left underhand. Oh man. Yeah. So from this layout, I'm thinking in my mind I'm like everything's I'm just worried. My butt is clenched. I'm looking at left line. I'm like no one's covering left corner. Oh my god. Oh my god. But Danny, this is Danny's like safe space. He's like very comfortable. He has a full view of the court and he's just in the center of everything, able to make all the plays. But I'm like in doubles, this is handicap 2 versus 1, and he's not using me in any way. So James does a pretty bad return right to Danny's main hand. Maybe he cuts it so Danny isn't ready, but Danny does a really bad return here. Set up for Brian, smash it anywhere. Smashes it to me, and it's a pretty fast shot. I could take a step up and take it on the fly, but it lands. I decide to wait for it to bounce and just do a safe swipe back anything to get back to the wall. Lands to Brian's right. He takes a little step back. Hits it to my right, my left hand. And I didn't move at all. Yeah, I'm not a very good player. It's coming to my hip. I need to take a step. Oh, yo, Brian's left is better than his right. Right hand. Smash it back to me. Smash it back to him. Weak side. I don't understand. He's a monster. Was that out? A really bad shot by me. It's like super slow. James has 3 seconds. So let's see where he should hit it. Danny, it looks like he's a little bit in front of Brian, yeah, with the shoulders. He's on left side. I was just deep, far back right. So anywhere right side, right half of the court in front is easy money. James does a good shot. Right side low. Danny sees it, he goes for it. It's too far for him. I'm all in the back. It's too far for me. Crack. Ay yo. Danny's about to strangle me at this point. So Danny hits the middle. Brian rushes. Takes his real estate on the court. So he decides to hit it to James's left foot. I'm there. I should have done Taiwan and gone right, but I'm kind of hovering in the back to cover middle because Danny was off court. Danny's fast enough to get it. Jams me. Right line. I'm stepping up and I'm like deer caught in headlight. Danny's like, Tony, you fucking suck. I should have been ready. It's hard to see though. Like, I didn't realize Danny was taking that. He does. Because he's fast. And this whole time, I'm trying to step in front. But I should be watching Brian for where he's going to hit it. I can't see around James. Oh, this is a replay. James's right hand. He's ready. I don't take that shit around here. James was so ready for that one. He hit the step too. Oh my god, this shit's so loud. But this return isn't exactly to his hand. He has to take a step. Mini step. But he was ready. Oh, Daddy pissed. Look at this. I miss. Daddy's like, this fucking clown. I'm done. I can't even see where he's hitting it though. Like, here, left corner is free real estate. They're all right side. You want to hit it on the side of yourself that's opposite your opponent's. No one's covering left corner. But he tries to jam James. James. Pretty fast reaction. Does a hop. So I it's very hard for me to know where James hit it because that's not a swing. First of all, that ain't a swing, and I'm like hovering in the back, but I don't know why. Let's see why. It turns out to be a pretty good shot though because it goes right line, and it was like a, it was like strong enough to bounce. I don't know how to say it. I guess I just couldn't see the ball. It was high and strong enough to be out of my range once I saw it. That's a good way to put it. So he smashes James, and it's good. It's a good shot if they can't return it. If they catch him. If he catches James, it's a good shot. James returns it, and now it's a problem for us. So it's probably going to be a weak return. Um, and if it's right to Danny, easy. If it's in front of Brian, easy. If it's a weak return, easy. But I'm scared it's like an okay return to the middle. That's why I'm still hovering middle. I don't know what the hell James is doing. So I thought he was going to hit it well, but he does some weird shit. And now I have no vision. So it's basically a stealth mode return because he's covering this side. I can only see middle or like far right. And he doesn't telegraph his swing because he got jammed. It's not even a swing. So catches me off guard, Danny. Why are you so mad? I'm sorry. Brian thinks James is a god. 21-12. Look how new my shoes are. But yeah, James had the best shots. Um, more shots, like all the good shots. None of us were hitting good shots. And after all that shit he was pulling with that stealth shit, yeah, GG's. Yeah. If you want to know more about strategy and technique, just hit me up. IRL. We can talk. See ya.